there, this is Sue Stapp, and I am here to go over the 4 cards that we're going to be making in our Zoom class this month. And it's February 2021, and the Zoom class is on the 16th, that's the Tuesday, and it'll be at 11 a.m. So if you've signed up for it and you have your packages all ready to go, this is what we're going to be making. And the first card is this beautiful colorful one with the strawberries on front, and this opens up like so. Love the colors. This is called a double Z fold because it has the 2 Z's here, and what we're doing is we're having a sentiment on the inside, and then on the front, let me show you how this goes together. This is a standard A2 size card, so it's going to fit in your envelope, and it'll come out like this. There's a score line on here, and it's going to go back like that. That's what makes your first Z. Our DSP is going to go on the back here like so. And then we have a piece that's going to go on the front. That's these squiggly lines. There is a vellum doily half that's going to go behind here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create that second Z like so, so that whenever it opens up, it's another Z. And we'll put this together when we do our Zoom, and I'll show you how that lays down on there and which part to glue first and so forth. But in the meantime, there's a couple things that you can do. You want to stamp your Whisper White cardstock here with the leaves and the little blossoms for the strawberries. That's going to go on the front. And then on the inside, that's where we'll have our blue piece. And then this inside is where you're going to put your sentiment. Now, I did the sentiment that says, "Happy birthday, you sweet thing." And you can do any of the sentiments in your set or any other one that you have, but I just thought that went well. And if you want to, stamp on some extra leaves or strawberries or something on this, you can. And that is how that one works. Now on the very front, we have 2 strawberries. And the strawberries each have a stem. Now I've put these in your kits, but I also have the scraps for you to put them together. Just blew off one of my little stems here. The reason for that being is that this was such a popular set that it is on, the punch is on back order. So you have your stamp set, and I will deliver to your homes the punch as soon as it comes in. Stampin' Up! Is estimating the delivery date on that they'll be receiving it as the 15th. So I wanted to go ahead, I punched out yours for you so that you could go ahead and we could make the cards together without delaying our event. That was the only other option, or using another kit, and I had already started my set, so I didn't want to do that. The second card is using a different color, and this is the Rich Razzleberry cardstock, and you can use any purples on this. I just think that there's so many different colors in these Raspberry DSP that you won't have a problem blending that. And so what this card is again, these are all A2 size cards, and they will fit in your standard envelopes. There's a piece for your inside, and the piece on the outside, we're not going to glue that down yet, but that's going to go on the front, and we're going to leave a little bit of a frame around, about 1/4 of an inch on all 3 sides. The bottom, we're using garden green cardstock, and I have run that through the embossing folder that is Dazzling Diamonds. So it has a cool texture to it. So that's going at the bottom. So after you get those glued on, that's when you're gonna take your Rich Razzleberry ribbon and you're going to put it around the front of your card and fold over. And then what I do is I use Scotch tape and I tape my ends of my ribbon there. So this will all be glued together, so it'll stay together for you. It's not staying together for me. So, but that's how that's gonna go. And then on this one, you're gonna color in with either markers or alcohol blends or any coloring medium that you have and you choose to use. I did use the alcohol blends on this, and I did the Pear Pizzazz, and I used the Old Olive for the veining in there. And I did stamp this with Just For You on the front, and I did that in the Rich Razzleberry, but again, you could use any color of purple or black on there to do that, so you don't have to have the Rich Razzleberry in case you don't. And there is 2 stems in your packet. I keep blowing the stems down when I put my paper down. But you're gonna put your stems on the front of your card. And this can go this way. I do one there. Well, yeah, one there and one there. Now on this one, I kind of got close to the bottom, so I'd probably do my Just For You stamp on this one up at the top. So you can have a little bit of flexibility on that. I gotta find that other green stem before I put this one away. We don't want someone short a green stem. The third card, we're going back to strawberries. This is just a fruity day, huh? And this one again is using DSP, and even the red little seed DSP is on here. And so what we're doing with this, very similar to the last card. There's a piece of white on the inside. There's white on the front. Now we don't have a ribbon though, so we're gonna go ahead and we can adhere down our white and our DSP. Oh, everything's stuck in the envelope. And this is the DSP, that's the seeds. Isn't that cute? So that'll go down here. And then what'll happen is this circle, this is the same garden green, and I glued that down, but before you glue it, you want to stamp your sentiment and put it underneath. So you want to, on this piece here, you want your sentiment more towards the center, not to the right. And then I fishtailed my ends, so just keep room for your sentiment. And then what I did with my strawberry is I glued down the stem on here, and then I used dimensionals. I put 2 on here to put this up above that green. And so that's card number 3. And again, I have scraps for you in here so that whenever you do get your punch, you can practice on that. And the 4th card, these last 2 have been kind of quickies, but the 4th one is something, it's a new thing that I want to show you. And I've done shaker cards before, and I love shaker cards. See all the pretties in there shaking around, makes some noise. Great for kids, huh? Big kids like me, I guess. But this is a new way to do a shaker card, and it's a quicker way to do a shaker card. This is a cardstock that's supplied by Stampin' Up, and it has the real red and the white diamonds in here. And so what we're going to do is that shaker card, we're going to create it with an a cellophane sleeve. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a large pair of scissors, and I'm going to snip this down like so. And I'll show you the reason why. Before you start though, you want to stamp your white piece, which I've already punched out the jar for you. You want to stamp that with the blossoms and the leaves on this piece. So you can do that before we get together and have that all ready to go. And then what you're going to do after that is you're going to put it in this sleeve. You're going to put it at the very bottom corner. And the reason why I trimmed that is because what's going to happen is you're going to fold this piece over. I'm going to fold it over double, and then you're going to tape this down. But you want to tape it on the inside here so that it doesn't show through on the back, because your shakers, your little goodies are going to show up in there. So you want to tape that on. You want to keep it a little loose because if it's too tight, your shaker elements won't shake. So a little loose, not terribly snug, and then you're going to fold down the top and tape that. So what you have at this point is a little mini shaker card. Now, this is going to go on the front of your card, but you're going to put something behind it. This DSP with the strawberries is going to go behind it, and it's going to go down about, the bottom third of the page and over more towards the right, but not to the edge. Because what is going to happen is this is going to go on here like so with the shaker elements in it. And we have 2 pieces of black cardstock with the scallop pattern, and that's going to go on your sides and your bottom. So we have that, and then let's see, we have our goodies. This is going to go at the top. You want to be sure you save room at the top for your sentiment. And then when that's all over, you're going to put a couple strawberries on here. And again, I have the strawberries cut out for you and the stems, and you glue the stems on, and then you'll use dimensionals for your strawberries to put them on the front. And there are 3 gemstones, red gemstones, in your kit packet, and I will have to see where those are at. I might have to add those in yet. I think I do. But I do have them cut out, so I'll get those in there before I mail these out. And so that is the 4th card. And if you want to, I mean, I would probably stamp a couple strawberries on the inside or a couple leaves or something just to give that a little decoration. But this is a new way to do, it's a super simple way to do a shaker card. So have fun, get shaken, and I hope you enjoy these. The last day to order and take advantage of the celebration catalog items where you receive something free if you place a qualifying order is February 28th. So if you if you saw something in there that you really love and you want to take advantage of it, then by all means you want to get that order in before February 28th. You can place an online order at my 24/7 store at SueStamp.stampinup.net. And I will be here if you have any questions beforehand. Happy to help you out and look forward to stamping with you again Tuesday, February 16th at 11 a.m. Thank you. Happy stamping.